I hope everyone can see my screen. A very good evening to all of you. Am I audible? Share your emojis. Am I audible? Everyone? Great. So let's start. First of all, thank you for coming at 9 p.m. Have patience. Every time I say the same thing. Wait till end of the session and hope you will learn many new things today. Being a live session, I want everyone to be on the screen. Rotate your mobile screen to the landscape so that you can see without disturbance. My name is Anand Mudaliar and I have around 20 years of experience and I'm sharing my knowledge with all of you for the last 3 years. My expectation to participate, ask question, clear all your doubts so that I can go to the next PPT and information. Let me start. Before I start, I want all your emojis once again. Are you active? Am I audible? Make it fast. So before you start, like all the new members who have just come for the first time, I want be on mute. I want each and everyone to watch this video first and then only come back to this video and then watch. I hope I'm visible, correct? Can you see this? You have to see the Provident Fund. 1 minute, let me share this. Be on mute, everyone. Yeah, I want you people to watch Provident Fund Part 1, Part 2. Second, you have to watch the if condition because all the calculation happens based on the if condition and VLOOKUP. So four videos you have to watch. One is VLOOKUP, if condition, and then PF Part 1 and Part 2. I hope am I clear? Chalo, let's go to the next one. Let me share the PPT now. So please take your books and pen so that we can write in the step by step. Make it fast. Yeah, Aishwarya, is my PPT visible? Any issue? Chandrasekhar, any issue? No, right? You can show like this. I can see you. Okay. There are two Chandrasekhar. Okay, thank you. Now, till yesterday, that is previous week, when we, this week only, when we learned PF calculation, we learned many things. Now we are going to the next level called contribution. So there is a difference between a calculation and a contribution. So everyone knows that PF is calculated on 12%. Am I clear? So write it down the first point. PF is equal to 12% of number one. Yeah, that previous one we learned 12% on basic plus DA. First option. Second option 12% on gross. These are the two categories and deductions available. Clear, everyone? This is what we have learned up till date. Now let's go to the next part. Now this 12% of PF is equally contributed by both employee and employer. 12% by the employee, 12% by the employer. Write it down the next point. PF is equal to, PF is contributed by employee and employer. Employee also pay 12%, employer also pay 12%. Yahan tak clear hai everyone? Now I'm going to the next one. Before that, share your emojis so that I go to the next one. Everyone is clear? PF is equal to 12% by the employee and the employer. Clear? Chalo, let me go to the next one. Now total became 24%. No question. No question. Just understand. We'll go step by step. Till now, 24% is calculated. 12% employee, 12% employer. So total 24% till now. Let's go to the next one now. Chalo. Now write it down. The employee contribution can be seen in the salary slip. Write it down. This is more important. Any senior can ask this question. Employee contribution you can see in the salary slip. Write it down. Employee contribution can be seen in the salary slip. It is reflected in the salary slip in the deduction part. deduction part. Clear hai sabko? So the 12% which gets deducted from our salary goes directly to the PF account. So there are three accounts which we will learn one by one. So the first account is PF. I'll give you just an example. PF, pension, insurance. So the first thing, employee 12% deduction goes directly to the PF account. Everyone is clear? Share your emojis, make it fast. Employee contribution of 12% goes directly into the PF account. Now PF has 3 to 4 account. Sorry, 3 account. That is PF, pension, and insurance, that is EDLI. We will learn one by one. So now I'm just giving an example. Clear hai sabko? Chalo. Now let's go to the next one. Employer contribution. Write it down, the next point. Employer, that the company also contribute. Employer also contribute 12% to the PF, Provident Fund, which is reflected only in the appointment letter, not in the salary slip. You cannot see the deduction of company deduction, that is company deduction, you cannot see in the salary slip. Mostly it is mentioned in the appointment letter CTC structure. This also is very important. You should know the technical point. 12% which company contribute is mentioned in the appointment letter. So both the deduction which happens is our money only. From 100 rupees, they are deducting 12% from us and paying directly to the PF. And 12% not giving you and paying to the PF. So both this 24% is actually, technically, it is our money. Now 12% of company's deduction or contribution gets divided into two parts. Write it down. Employer contribution gets divided into two parts. One, Provident Fund. Second, pension. It is called EPF, Employee Pension Scheme. So write it down. Employer contribution gets divided into two parts, Provident Fund and pension. Yahan tak clear hai sabko? Now let's go to the next one. Now what is the percentage? From that 12%, 8.33 goes to the pension. Write it down. From that 12%, 8.33 goes to the pension and 3.67 goes to the PF account. How many people understood till now? Share your emojis. Clear hai sabko? Till now, anyone have any query related to the
Yes.
contribution?
Yes, sir. One query, sir. Sir, the 8.33 which you told, it is for the employer, right? 3%
Employer
is...
contribution. Just now the entire scheme is employer only, no? Where were you?
Sir. Sir, no, I joined just now. I messaged you that I was waiting in the lobby, sir.
It is automatic taken, dear. Acha, theek hai, chalo. Now you understood? Employer contribution. Employee contribution goes directly to the PF account. Clear hai? Everyone, can I go ahead? Share your emojis fast so that I can go. We have lots to learn today. It may take extra 15-20 minutes, but you all have to wait.
Sir, screen now, is not visible, sir.
Anand, Geeta here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just when we are providing the offer letter, so when we show that Provident Fund information, so in the bracket we should mention as employer.
Employer contribution. Correct. Write it down. Thank you, ma'am. Write it down, everyone. Whenever you write in the appointment letter also, in the offer letter also, please mention employer contribution. Please mention employer contribution in the offer letter and in the appointment letter. Please note it down. This is very, very important. Clear hai sabko? Now, I'll show you one example. Till now, what we have learned. One second, okay.
Whenever you mention this Provident Fund in appointment letter and offer letter, don't mention any percentage, because percentage may vary in future also. It may be go down, it may be increase also. So just mention as per the Provident Fund Act.
Yeah. In the CTC structure, we should not mention anywhere any kind of person, even basic
Okay.
50%. I've seen many
Yeah.
structure where they mention in the side, no, just for the guidance. It's not required. Thank you, sir. Please note it is not required. Am I clear? Can I go ahead? Chalo. Let's go to the Excel sheet now. So what we have learned is, I'm just sharing PF account, pension account. So employee PF goes directly 12% to the PF account, and employer, that I'm writing company, so that you know, 3.67 percentage in the PF and 8.33 percentage in the pension. So what is total? So total PF is 15.67 percentage. Till we are going ahead, we am going step by step. यहाँ तक clear है सबको? So employee 12% goes to PF and company's PF goes 3.67 to the PF account and pension 8.33. So I'm going to the next one now. So I think I'll make it full screen. Just wait. Okay. Okay. I hope you can see now. Now the next point. PF, as I said before, is applicable on first basic plus DA. This is one condition. Second condition, it also applies on gross. So let's learn the easiest part today. Gross, write it down, gross. In case of gross, we all know the maximum contribution is 15,000 PF gross. Everyone knows what is gross, and minus HRA, PF gross. That is what we have learned till now in the previous lecture. What is gross? Amount minus HRA is equal to PF gross. So there is a capping, there is a ceiling. That is maximum 15,000 PF gross is allowed. So the deduction becomes 1800 only. So PF can be contributed maximum 1800. Yahan tak clear hai sabko? This is what we learned. Let's go to the next one. Now, in case of basic plus DA, when PF is applicable on basic plus DA, then you have to remember one thing. The pension amount maximum you can contribute is 1250. Now, what is 1250? A capping of 15,000. So what government, that is PF, has said is the pension amount can maximum contributed 1250. That is on 15,000. You give basic 1 lakh rupee also, no problem at all. But I will not give pension more than 1250. We will discuss this in detail. I'm just write it down. That is more important. Okay. So now I'll tell you the Excel sheet. Now I'm going to the Excel sheet. I hope you all can see. Everyone can see the screen. So now we'll go step by step. Please understand. Now you don't have to write anything. Now leave it everything. Now only concentrate. Small request here. We all people take so many years to learn all this. You cannot learn just by observing or learning or writing. Understand today. Again tomorrow when I will upload, you have to watch once again and do the practice. So now leave everything and focus so that you will understand. Okay, let's go one by one. So I've kept two scenario. One is pay gross and one is basic plus DA. Okay. Now, as I told you, employee contribution of 12% goes directly to the PF account, and to the pension it is not allowed. Clear hai yahan tak sabko? Then the employer part 3.67% and 8.33%. This is what we are going to learn now. Now comes the gross part. What we have come for the gross part. So maximum gross can go up to 15,000. That is PF gross. So what we have to calculate is equal to the PF gross into the 12%. So the entire 12% goes to PF, that is 1800. Suppose if the gross was 1250, then also 12% of PF gross. यहाँ तक clear है everyone? Now pension is nil. Let's go to the next condition. In case the employer part, now here you need to understand the technical part. The first calculation we will do is the pension. Don't do the PF. Okay, I'll tell you the reason. Is equal to the 15,000 into 8.33 percentage. And when I do this, 15,000 into 3.67%, it is coming on rounding off. That is a point decimal. So let me put a round. You know what yesterday I taught you? Yesterday means the previous session. This is my habit. My student know. Yesterday means the previous session. So round, open the bracket, go to the last one, comma, 0. That is what I taught you that day also. Round, open the bracket, go to the last one, comma, 0, close the bracket. Now can you see when I did, the total comes to 1801. I'll give you an example. This plus this. How much it is coming? 1801. That is wrong. That is wrong calculation. Remember the thumb rule of our accounts department. That is when we learned the plus minus. If the answer is, remember this, one time I am sharing. If the answer is this and you have done some kind of working during the exam when you were a child and your answer was 14.58, still you got 0 marks. I hope you all remember, because the right answer was 14.59. So in calculation, there cannot be if and butters. It can be only one answer, either 1, either 2. It cannot be either 1 plus 2. Clear hai sabko? So in calculation, it has to be very, very clear. So in this part, if I do the percentage wise calculation, it is proven that it comes 1 rupee extra. That is wrong. Right or wrong? Logically, it is wrong. So what you have to do is, you take this as pension, okay? And the next one you should do is equal to, this is 12%, this is 12% minus the amount that is contributed. Now it will come automatically. So again, I'll tell you, 12% we have to deduct, that is 1800. So 1800, this one minus this one. Now it will come perfectly correct. How many people understood this?
Can you please repeat, sir?
1 second. This into
Anand sir,
8.33. 1
sorry.
minute. 1 minute, dear. 1 minute. Let me complete and I'll ask a question. So here we have to put a rounding up. Be on mute, I said. Request Aishwarya, please be on mute. I'm just putting this so that you will come to. Now tell me what is the wrong in this? Because there is no wrong, because it is less than 15,000. So it is on the actual gross, PF gross. How many people understood that when you calculate a contribution of employer, if you're doing percentage wise with the help of the Excel, you will first do with pension, then minus the actual 12% basic minus this amount. You will get this answer. How many people understood this query? How many people understood this? Anyone have any query? Please ask. Anyone have any query? Please ask. Only these two
Anand,
calculations.
sorry, I think there is some. Yeah,
Yes,
sorry,
Aishwarya.
I couldn't able to understand the employer contribution, sir. Due to some network error, your
So
voice
you
is
can
breaking.
watch this video
So I'm
again.
unable to hear. Okay.
Am I audible, everyone? Please share your emojis so that I also come to know that am I audible or not. I want every single person to share your emojis. So Aishwarya, you can listen to the video once again once I upload because we have less time. Clear hai sabko? Anyone have any query? Can I go ahead? Am I audible, everyone? Abdul,
Okay,
Webo
sir.
sir,
Yes.
Tejas, everyone. Chal. So I'll go to the next one. Am I visible? My screen? Geeta ma'am, I can see you. Visible? Thank you. Excel sheet is visible? Okay. Now let's go for the second part called basic plus DA. So listen very carefully. Basic plus DA. So in basic plus DA, what is the scenario? The entire PF that is equal to 20,000 into 12%. All the money goes to the PF account. The employee contribution of 12% goes directly to the PF account. Now this also, it 9,600 rupees goes directly to the PF account. There is no pension amount for the employee contribution. Now comes the employer contribution. Now listen very carefully. What government has said, that is PF has said, you can contribute maximum 1250. What, how much you can contribute? 1250 in the pension. How many people understood the concept? Only 1250. But what will happen when I calculate this 20,000 into 8.33%, it comes more than 1250. So what we have to do? So I'll show it in the next slide. Acha, sorry, you cannot. I'll show it here only. What you have to do is, we are trying. I'll do it here. I hope you can see this. So let's take this example: 20,000 basic plus DA, okay, and 80,000 a senior person, okay. Now this is pension and this is PF. That is a 3.67 and 8.33. Now what we have to do is, we have to put a if condition. We have to put a if condition. What is the condition when I say in a normal language? If my gross, sorry, my this time is PF plus basic, sorry. If my basic plus DA is more than 15,000, then deduct only 1250. यहाँ तक clear है the concept? If my basic plus DA is more than 15,000, then deduct only 1250, or else deduct everything. Nothing wrong. Done. So is equal to this if condition. If this is greater than 15,000, then deduct only 1250, or else, comma, this into 8.33 percentage. How many people understood the concept? What is the condition? If my PF plus gross is more than 15,000, then deduct only 1250. But if it is less, let's say it is only 14,000, then definitely it has to be deducted on the actuals. Clear hai? Just the concept. Now what will happen? Now, what is the actual 12%? Actual 12% is, that is employee contribution. Employee 12% contribution is this into 12%. This into 12%. So what we will do? The same process is equal to the actual 12% minus the pension amount. So it is 112055. The same formula we will apply here. Clear, everyone? How many people understood the concept? First, we have removed the 1250. Then, total PF amount is 9,600. So, if I remove this, what is the amount balance? 8350. So, the balance amount goes directly to the PF account. How many people understood? So, first, let's understand the logic. Write it down. in case of basic plus DA or in case of gross, the pension capping and ceiling amount is 15,000 and 1250. How many people understood? Pension contribution cannot be more than 1250. So when we do for basic plus DA, it is always more than 15,000. So definitely it will be above 1250. So whatever is 1250, keep it. The balance amount, you will put it under PF contribution. How many people understood the concept? Please ask me if you have any query so that I can give you another example. But I want everyone that you should have understood. That is why I'm taking this lecture. Anyone who have not understood, please ask question. I'll give you one last example of a very bigger amount. You have to help me in doing this, okay? You have to help me that if I'm doing right or wrong. I hope you can see my screen. So I'll take it. Let's say, there are many seniors, but I can see Vaibhav sir now. Vaibhav sir's PF, okay, PF amount, basic plus DA, okay, is 1 lakh rupee. How many? 1 lakh rupee. Okay. So what will be the PF? This is the PF amount. This is the, sorry, this is the PF amount, which goes every month in his PF account. Clear hai? Now comes the, please be on mute. Now comes the employer part. That is PF 3.67 and pension 8.33. Now, what is the rule of pension? You cannot contribute 12,000 directly. So, if I take 12%, 8.33%, it comes to 8,330 rupees. If I do 8.33%, clear? But we cannot contribute more than 1250. So because of that, we don't have to pay this amount. We will pay only 1250 because the slab says, the pension scheme says, you cannot contribute more than 1250. Now the balance amount, we have to pay 12,000 rupees to the PF. So 12,000 minus pension amount gives us the amount of the PF account. How many people understood now? Anyone have any query? Please raise your hand or you can ask me directly. Or share your emojis. I can see only 5-6 people. There are 47 people out right now. The more you share me your emojis means what? You have understood or not? So can I go to the next one? Done? Anyone have any query you have not understood? Please ask me again. I am ready to explain. Then later on you should not feel I have not told you or asked you. Can I go ahead then? Chalo. Let's go to the next slide now. Okay. So this we were working. So I'm doing for the last time. I have done the, sorry, where it is. Working for growth. Sorry. This only we did, no? No. We did this. Sorry, this it confused me. Okay. So what was the formula? Again, I'm typing if if condition is what? If this is greater than 15,000, then give me 1250, or else then deduct this into 8.33 percentage. That was the formula. And the actual 12% basic, mine, that is PF minus pension, gives me this one. Am I clear, everyone? Anyone have any doubt? Can I go ahead? Now going to the next part. So we have completed the employee and employer contribution. Can I go ahead to the next slide? Done? Chalo. Okay. Now let's understand about EDLI, Employee Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme. So please write it down, EDLI. Very simple, dear. Just go to the googlebaba.com and ask Google what is EDLI. You will get lots of information. Please go and read. Lots of information. And that is more than enough. Please make a project. I want each and everyone to make a project and show when you go for an interview. That will make a difference. Let's say 100 MBA students have come for the interview and you have gone with a project, will make you one step, no, 10 times better than the other person, because you have done something extra that what other people have not done. Please, now the time has come. Give demo. You ask people, no, you ask all of us to give a demo for just 500 to 5,000 rupees. Now you have to give demo so that you can show them the reality. So go to the YouTube and see. Please read just for 2 minutes so that you come to know what is ADLI in just few sentences. Once you have done, just someone can unmute them and say that yes, done. 3 people should say done so that I can go to the next slide.
Done.
Thank you.
Done.
Done.
Done, sir.
Chalo, thank you. Now it's very
Done, sir.
simple. Okay, relax, everyone. Now it's not required. Now one okay. So the important was, what is EDLI? It's an insurance. It's an insurance. So if the employee, in case of death, the insurance money goes to the legal hire, that is his nominee. Up to 7 lakh rupees he can get, which is not a small amount. It's a good amount for a lower category people. Clear hai sabko? So very, very important. He has not done anything, but still he's getting 7 lakh rupees. He will get all the contribution, huh, dear. He'll get whatever the money has contributed in the PF, pension by employee and employer, plus he will get additional 7 lakh rupees. Am I clear, everyone? He's going to get whatever money he has deposited till date in the PF, in the pension, and the insurance extra over and above. How many people understood the concept? Please share your emojis. Everyone, PF amount, pension amount, and the not everyone will get 7 lakh. I'm just giving an example.
Anand,
Up to
Anand, sorry to disturb it. Up to 7 lakhs, sir.
up to 7 lakh. Correct.
Just make it clear. Otherwise, everybody see somebody has got 1 month service and died, then he will get a 7 lakh rupees. It's not like that. Some calculation are behind that.
Behind that.
We don't want to go in that much detail for these people, but they are up to 7 lakhs. Depends
Clear,
upon again length of service and amount contributed for the PF.
Chalo. So we will come up with a big one also for EDLA. But remember, as I told just now, it is up to 7 lakh rupee. Not everyone will get 7 lakh rupee.
Underline
Clear?
bold and underline up to.
I hope I have done that, no? Let me check.
Not for you, these people I'm telling you, underline and in your mind.
Please, yeah, sir has said the right one, because tomorrow you should not feel ki 7 lakh everyone will get. So it's written up to rupees 7 lakh. Everyone is clear? Now let's go to the second part. Please read it. I really hate reading because I don't want to become a trainer who read the PPT and share their knowledge. I don't want to. You are good in English. Come on, make it fast. Once it is done, say done. It's nothing. It's just to get a financial assistance once the employee's death happens. So it's just some kind of relief by paying this money. It's a scheme. And from day one, it is applicable. Clear hai? The moment once
Then-
the PF, yeah, thank you. Once the PF is contributed, the scheme is applied. Now write it down, the calculation part. EDLI is 0.5%, but maximum 75 rupees. Please write it down. Maximum 75 rupees. How much? 75 rupees. Now let's understand What is 75 rupees means calculation wise? Let's see. You will understand again. It's a capping. Let me open the Excel. Yeah. Now I'll give you an example. See, pension.
Anand, just one suggestion. This EDLI, just tell the people it is not being contributed by employee. It is contributed from employer.
I'm just coming step by step. Sure.
Okay, sorry.
Sure.
No.
Sure. So let's understand the point. Calculation part. Pension. What is pension? 1250. What is capping? What is 1250? Let's understand. 15,000 PF gross. Okay. So this into 8.33%. That is 1250. What is the meaning of capping? What is capping? 15,000. Maximum gross, maximum PF 1800. The first time, the moment I started today, the lecture was with 1800 is the maximum PF contribution is allowed. What government, that is PF, is telling you can deduct maximum 1800. You can. That is one condition. So now same thing, EDLI. EDLI is how much? 75 rupees. Now what is 75 rupees? The same 15,000 into 0.5%. How many people understood now? It is again a capping of 15,000. How many people understood? What is 75? The maximum slab, that is 15,000 gross, 1800 PF. सबको समझ में आ रहा है? There is a capping. What is the meaning of capping? Maximum 15,000 पे ही PF कटना चाहिए. That is EDLI 0.5% on 15,000 only. Can I go ahead? सबको calculate right? So please write step by step. It's a calculation method. You cannot ask like, sir, why this is 0.5? Why that is 0.5? Can I go ahead? Now comes to the next part. Let me share this. I think it is visible now and I'm coming. Yes. So let's go to the working. Okay. Now EDLI, as Weber sir said, EDLI is to be contributed by the employer, not by the employee. But I'll give you a shocking news. There are many organizations who recover this money from your
From
salary,
employee.
from
Yeah,
employee, which is not correct. The moment you come to know that they are taking 13% deduction in the CTC structure or offer letter, please do not join the company. How many people understood my concept? Understand one thing, 12% is company, 12% is employee. And finally, 24% is my salary only, right or wrong? At least company can give 1%. 1% contribution company can give on its own. But no, there are many companies who take this 50.5% and one more is 0.5, that is 1%. 1% from you only. So if the company has the mentality to take that additional 1% from you only, will you get an increment there? I don't know. So I don't want to judge, but a question I can raise. Do you think he will give you a promotion, a good hike? 20, 30, 40, kuch nahi milega. 4%, 5%. Because a person who is looking for even 1%, do you think he can give you so much money? No. Logic लगा रहा हूं मैं और कुछ नहीं सोच रहा हूं. Is there any one of your company who recover 13% from the salary? Is there anyone? Not you who are recovering. Don't take the name of the company. But is there anyone whose company does 13% deduction?
It generally happened in Lala company. Proprietorship.
Proprietorship, brothers, sisters, family oriented.
Yeah.
Startup company. Startup company.
मैनपावर इंडस्ट्री में भी होता है.
Manpower, that is recruitment consultancy, manpower laborer, all lower category people because his budget is less.
Budget less is financial is not been audited by external parties, no?
Ha. Those
A
who
grade,
don't
B
do
grade,
audit.
C grade,
Correct.
yeah, that is the case. That is why I mentioned, you just mentioned that it's not from employee contribution.
Actually, it is not from the employee, nor it's not from the employee. It has to be given by the employer company. Mr.
Yeah.
Rajat Gupta, your voice is disturbing us. Please ask.
Anand sir,
1 second, Aishwarya. Yes, Mr. Rajat Gupta, you want to ask something? Aishwarya, be on mute.
सर वो तो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव चार्ज में चला जाता है ना 1%.
नहीं आ रहा हूँ लाइन पे, बट बहुत सारी कंपनी है जो रिकवर करती है. सो नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट EDLI. आई एम कमिंग टू द एडमिन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. So EDLI is insurance. How many people understood? So company is taking, sorry, let's say the company or you are contributing 75 rupees every month, not for everyone, just a capping I'm telling. Maximum 75 rupees company is contributing, where you can get up to 7 lakh rupee. Good amount, very good amount. Just a small 75 rupees. Done hai sabko? In case you see the offer letter and it is written 13%, my suggestion at the initial stage, please don't join that company if you have other option. If you don't have any option, that is the last step, then Jai Shri Ram. That only I can tell. No, can't do anything, right? Salary is also important. But if you have options available, then you can reject this option. Can I go ahead? This is called experience. This is called experience. Clear hai sabko? Chalo. Yes, Miss Aishwarya. I think Aishwarya. Yeah, Aishwarya. Any question?
yes sir.
Yeah.
As per my company, what we are doing is employee contribution will be, as you said, it will be PF 12%, ESA will be 0.75%. But when it comes to employer contribution, we will not deduct like 1,800. We will mention it as 1,950.
1,950.
Yeah, I don't know where I can flip the camera.
Why 1,950?
They must be including this EDLI, admin, everything, and
Oh.
recovering from employee.
So I'll tell you how it has come. 1950. I'll show you. Chalo, let's go
And
to the
here
next
is
one.
the sir.
No, but your company is paying or company is recovering?
Company is paying to us. It's employer contribution only.
Acha, you are showing that screen. No, it is shown in the appointment letter.
Yes.
Acha, so this is what we were discussing. I hope you, just now I said, Vaibhav sir, we have a live
Yeah.
example that one of a team member, they are deducting 1950. Now what is 1950? 1800 is PF
Yeah.
and 75. What is 75? 150. So 1800 plus 150 comes to, please be on mute, Aishwarya. Yeah, thank you. How many people understood? 1800 plus 75. So I'm going to the next 75. Can I go ahead? So Aishwarya, I don't want to ask.
Aishwarya, don't go and fight with your management now. No, Anand sir has told me. Cool
No,
handle the
is it right
situation,
or
no,
wrong? I
Baba.
want to know. Is it
But
right thing
Aishwarya,
or
one
wrong
thing,
thing? I want to know.
it's not right, it is not wrong. I don't have money, so I will take from you.
From you,
A
yeah.
big budgeted company will not ask. So nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. But
Don't
No,
fight
because
with
I
your
am
management.
giving this to the candidates, no? So I want to know whether it is right to the act or not.
see, it is not right, it is not wrong. If we can say it is not a right practice. But if it is a startup company, the budget is not good, then it is okay. But if think the company is very good and earning good money, then it is wrong. Clear hai sabko? It's all depend on the situation. But now think, Aishwarya, do you think your company is giving good increment? You have to check. No, na? So that is the answer. So she is in the Jurassic Park season 3.
He
Chalo.
should come out now.
You should start looking for a new season now. Chalo.
I am
Let's
already
go to
in
the
search
next
of
one.
jobs and if anyone can suggest, it's fine.
Good. All the best. All the best.
Chalo, let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
So let's do the calculation. I hope you can see my screen. So EDLI is 0.5% of gross. Okay, so I'm just moving 1 minute. I'll make it little small so that I can see. Now, in case of gross, so it is very simple, is equal to gross into 0.5%. Here also 62 because it is 1250. So we can put a rounding off. Round, open the bracket, go to the last one, comma, 0. I hope everyone is clear. Now, in the case of the basic plus DA, where the total gross amount will be more than 15,000. So we have to apply the same condition. So for that, what I have done is I will show you in the next screen. Okay. So here also it will come maximum 75%. Till now, everyone is clear. EDLI. Can I go ahead? Everyone is clear? The maximum contribution has to be 75 maximum, not minimum. Okay. Now coming to the next thing called admin charges. So let's see the admin. Let me share the PPT. I hope you can see it. Please read the admin charges. If I tell you in a local language, understand my local language means simple language. PF, okay? PF company, many employees are working for you. The answer is correct. There are some PF company, EPF company. There are many employees who are working, who are maintaining your account, who are creating so many things. That is entire PF portal of you, of UN portal, PF portal is handled by the employees of the PF. So they are working on behalf of you or for you. So that is their charges. That is called service charges in a local language. How many people understood? So PF admin charges means in a local language to make you understand whatever work they are doing for you. Now you will be asking what they are doing for us. They are opening an account. Your PF account. They are contributing the money. They are reflecting in a passbook. They are creating a PDF challan. Everyone right or wrong? Who is doing? PF only doing. Now employees are doing. So that is their work. That is their service charge. How many people understood the concept? Now what is the percentage? 0.5%. Write it down. PF admin charges is 0.5%. Now here also there is a capping. I want everyone to be on the screen. 0.5% of 15,000. That is again capping. Maximum contribution is 75,000. Sorry, 75 rupees. Write it down. 75 rupees. So total how much? 75. That is 0.5% for EDLI, 0.5% for admin charges. Now this admin charges should be borne by the company only, not by the employee. It is not a good practice at all. It is not a good practice. So 0.5 is equal to 1%. So 12% employee, 12% employer, 1% charges, 25%. How many people understood the entire calculation? So total PF contribution is equal to 25%. So if anyone asks, can you tell me the PF contribution percentage? You can say 25%, 12% PF employee, 12% employer, 0.5% EDLI, 0.5% admin charges. So total 25% contribution. Am I clear, everyone? How many people understood the entire contribution, at least percentage wise, and including the contribution? It is same on the same percentage, maximum 75. So again, the same formula. If my gross is more than 15,000, then deduct 75 or else into 0.5%. How many people understood? Now, can I go to the biggest calculation? The last slide. Anyone have any query before I go? How many people understood the concept? 12% PF, 12% employee PF is contributed in the PF and pension. Pension is 8.33. PF is 3.67. Now, what is the total PF contribution? Can anyone write in the chat box? Can anyone tell me total PF contribution? Total PF contribution. Can anyone write in the chat box? Total PF contribution in the chat box. Make it fast. Total PF contribution. PF excluding pension, excluding admin. I'm talking about PF only. 15.67 percentage. Overall PF contribution is 25%. 24% is absolutely wrong. Overall it is 25%. सबको clear हो गया? So what is the percentage? 12%, 3.67, 8.33, 0.5, 0.5. Simple था calculation. Now I am going to the bigger one. Can I go ahead? We have 10 minutes. I think we can complete. So I need everyone's approval. Share your emojis fast so that not only thumb here, you don't get bored doing the same thing. There are so many options. Chalo, let me go to the last one. I hope you all can see my screen. Yeah, I think you can see my screen. So now I'm going to the last, the biggest one. I'm going to show you this. This one I'm going. The moment, see, the calculation is clear. Everything is 0, 0, 0. I hope you can see. The moment you put the PF contribution, the entire calculation comes automatically. This is what we are going to learn right now. But we are going to learn the first thing, first condition. Okay? So I'm just removing this. Okay, I'm removing all the formula. This now today I'm going to teach you gross one. How many people understood? There are two categories. Basic, PF is applicable on basic, PF is applicable on gross. So now I'm going to teach you today is gross, which is easy so that you can understand easily. Okay, pehle stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So we'll go with the easier one, then to the toughest one. So now today we will learn the gross. So write it down. The PF, that entire PF contribution calculation, which matches with the chalan. Chalan is what we are going to learn. So first step number, am I audible everyone? Few people, one person has said I'm not audible. Share your emojis fast. Am I audible very clearly? Audible? Chalo, let's move to the next one. Okay. Now, step number 1, write it down. Step number 1. This is a common template. Today, whoever is there on the screen and whoever share your feedback and share the screenshot, I'll give you this template. So don't worry. But remember, the first thing you have to write it down. The Excel sheet should contain PF number, write it down, employee code, employee name, PF number and UN number. So this is very, very important. Now, the first step you have to do is write down the earned gross. Earned gross. But your company follow 1800, that is capping gross. Whether the gross is 25,000, 90,000, 10,000, whatever it is, but what is the actual cost contribution? 15,000. So the first thing you are going to enter is your actual gross. What is gross? Gross minus HRA. So here you are going to write the gross minus HRA. In short, it is PF gross. सबको समझ में आया? I'm writing the word. Here you have to write the PF gross. From where you will get this? Salary register. I hope everyone knows. When we process and when we do this calculation, once the salary gets credited, once the salary register gets cleared. Am I clear? So you will get this data from the salary register. Now, the second stage, this is PF gross. Now, this is PF wages, based on which we have to calculate the PF. So, what is the condition? I'm just hiding it. I'm just hiding this. Now, you don't want this to be seen. Okay. So, now the condition is, if my gross, that is PF gross, is greater than 15,000, then give me 15,000, or else give me 15,000. If it is more than 15,000, give me 15,000, or else give me whatever is mentioned. Now here it is 90,000. How much we have to write the PF gross? 15,000.
15,000.
Here how much? 10,000. Here it is how much? 12,000. Here is how much? 14. So you don't have to write. So what is the formula now? Listen very carefully. If this cell is greater than 15,000, if it is more than 15,000, then what you have written? 15,000. So write 15,000. Or else, if it is not more than 15,000, then write what is actual. So what is actual? Here only. Enter. Now see, automatically it is coming. Clear everyone? So that is formula. How many people understood this formula? If condition. If this cell is more than 15,000, give me 15,000. If it is less than 15,000, give the actual one. Can I go ahead? Share your emojis. The first calculation is over. So the first point, write it down. It has to be the PF gross, which we get from the
Sir.
salary register. Yes, Aishwarya.
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat this wages part alone? How we have to bring the actuals?
Okay, I'll show you once again. Please see carefully. Okay. If condition, if this is the actual PF gross, PF gross. Okay. Sorry, this is the earned gross. Sorry, this is the earned gross, which minus the HRA, that is PF gross. So if this PF gross is greater than 15,000, then give me 15,000 only. But if it is less than 15,000, then it has to be this only, actual. So here it is 90. So we want 15,000. But here it is 10,000, which is less than 15,000. So we want actual. So that is called actual. How many people understood now? Simple hai? See, this is only actual. This is only more because the cell has actual. This cell has more. Clear, Aishwarya? Chalo. Can I go ahead to the next stage? Now let's go to the PF, employee contribution. What is employee contribution? So now we are going to do only on this. We are not going to touch this. We want to do only on this. So I'll just click it. Now can you see the entire calculation has come in just 1 second the moment I dragged it. Okay, chalo, go to the next one. So now we are going to calculate on this, not on this, not on this. This is actual PF wages, that is on which we have to calculate. So is equal to this into 12 percentage. Am I clear? Very simple. Now it is 0. So what is total? This plus this. It is 1800 only. How many people understood this one? Very easy. Straight away into 12%. Now let's come here. Okay. Now I'll ask Aishwarya only. बहुत question पूछती है. Now it's my turn. I will ask Aishwarya. Aishwarya, now tell me what I have to calculate in this first.
You have to calculate the pension, sir. Decide.
Very good answer. Very good answer. So is equal to basic, that is PF wages into
wages
8.33 percentage.
8.33%.
And we will put a rounding off. Be on mute, dear. Thank you so much. Very good. You are selected. Okay. 1250. Now the second one. How many people say that I have to do percentage wise? Is it right or wrong? Write in the chat box yes or no. Come on, make it fast. Do I have to calculate 3.55, 3.67? No, right? We don't have to do that. What we have to do? We have to is equal to this, which is already 1800. That is our actual 12% minus the amount that we have already contributed in pension gives us the balance amount. So this plus this. Please be on mute. Be on mute. Who's that? I hope everyone is clear. Now what I have to do is I have to just drag it. Now see, within a span of second, it is done. Clear hai sabko? Chalo. Now let's go to the EDLI charge. That is, yeah, PF charges, PF admin charges. What is PF admin charges? Maximum 75%. So is equal to our PF wages into 0.5 percentage. We can drag it. I will drag it later on. Now comes the EDLI charges. So EDLI and PF admin normally is done on the PF wages, that is 15,000 maximum. It has a capping. Everyone knows it has a capping. So normally people write here the PF wages. I have written here. So even if I hide this one, it is okay because we have kept a separate PF wages. So this also is equal to 15,000 into 0.5 percentage. And what is the total? Is equal to PF 12%, 12% employer part, 75 per, that is 0.5, 0.5. So total becomes 25 percentage. Now this is the final total. Now this amount will be there in the challan. This 7,26362 will be shown in the challans. Now see this very carefully. The moment I remove this, can you see everything is blank? Can you see every single column is blank? The moment I put that, the moment I put the amount, immediately the calculation is done automatically. Now tell me friends one thing. Don't you think within a span of just doing VLOOKUP, we have to do the VLOOKUP, right? Getting the PF, that is gross, from the salary register. The moment you do VLOOKUP, how many times to do VLOOKUP? Let's say 2 minutes. Let's say 5 minutes. The moment you did the VLOOKUP, the calculation is automatically done, right or wrong? So within how many minutes you have done the PF contribution? Hardly 2 minutes. Because you have just now, Aishwarya, the moment we have prepared this Excel sheet, now again we don't have to do this calculation again 0.5, 0.5. No, once we have prepared, we just have to put the PF wages every time. How many people understood now? Be on mute, Aishwarya. Everyone is clear? Only once you have to prepare this Excel sheet, then every month only VLOOKUP. Within 5 minutes, your contribution is ready. Trust me, faster than the SAP. Agree, Vaibhav sir? Within, in the
Agreed.
SAP also, we have to go somewhere, click button, and take a report. Before we take a report, just within VLOOKUP, the calculation is ready. That is the power of Excel. So even I had worked on SAP for 9 years, but I always process salary on Excel and SAP simultaneously. So the SAP is a maker and this is a checker. Excel is a checker, maker, checker. Clear everyone? Can everyone come on the screen? That was the end of the session. I hope everyone understood the concept clearly. Kisi ko koi query? Happy everyone? Now small, the method to learn. Again, I'm telling, you must have understood little bit today. I want you people to watch that 5 videos and come to a conclusion. I will be very happy if you prepare that Excel sheet on your own and send it to me as a homework. It is for you, not for me. And trust me, that moment will make me really happy that someone has at least learned. Someone has at least understood. And my
Guru
hard work
Dakshana
of
de do
this,
bhai sahab.
that is my Guru Dakshana that you should learn. Then only this full my 1 hour journey, 5 hours journey is value. Correct hai? So nothing personal. I'll be only happy if you do this homework and send it to me. So, you know, one more I think I have launched for you specially 70,000. Sorry, I cannot do this on recording. So I'll stop this. Anyone have any question before